Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Steffy and Finn's separation heartbreak, husband kicked out this time around? The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers reveal that Finn Finnegan is playing with fire, and that could mean he's going to get burned. You'd suppose Finn would learned his assignment after the whole Sheila Carter-Clinch debacle drove Steffy Forrester out of the country with the kiddies. Finn was a mess during that separation and overjoyed when Steffy eventually came home with Kelly Spencer and Hayes Forrester Finnegan. The study of his marriage to Steffy breaking up rocked Finn to his core and left him determined not to let anything come between them ever again. With all that in mind, B&B spoilers say Finn could be making a giant mistake by pushing this Xander Avant issue and stirring up all this drama with Thomas Forrester. Lee Finnegan was clearly concerned when she saw Steffy leaving Finn's office looking worried. Finn tried to play down his disagreement with Steffy and assured Lee that he wouldn't put his family in jeopardy. Still, that's exactly what Finn's doing by blasting Steffy's cherished family and appointing himself Hope Logan's protection. Lee was smart to bring up Steffy and Hope's history because it's not a good look for Finn to be so fixated on Hope's protection. Of course, that's on top of Finn acting like Thomas is a monster, so none of this is good any way you slice it. There's just no positive outgrowth that can affect from Finn pursuing this. Still, he's going to push him back off the rails if he does anything to sabotage Thomas' relationship with Hope, if Finn is right about Thomas being dangerous. Still, also Steffy's still going to be angry with him for being so grim about this, if Finn is wrong and Thomas avoids going back in the peril zone. There may no way be evidence that satisfies Finn when it comes to believing Thomas has set up redemption, so his station could take a risk on his marriage and beget further problems. Will all this figure to another separation for Finn and Steffy? Could Steffy protest Finn out this time around if their marriage deteriorates to that point? Steffy might conclude to keep the kiddies settled in the home they love and force Finn to grump in a hostel room near Lee. Whatever the case, Finn and Steffy's marriage could end up on the jewels if this keeps up. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say Steffy and Finn's future is at stake, so stick with us for updates on any terrible news that might be ahead for these two. Steffy doubles down, Thomas gets an answer and Hope has dubieties. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers update for Monday, January 15th, reveals that Steffy Forrester will grow tired of going back and forth with Finn Finnegan on this Thomas Forrester issue. Finn believes Xander Avant may be right about Thomas designedly running Emma Barber off the road that night, but Steffy will double down on that being insolvable. Steffy doesn't suppose Thomas is able of that kind of atrocity, especially now that he's assured her of his innocence formerly again. With that in mind, Steffy will press Finn to put Xander's allegations out of his mind. Although Finn doesn't trust Thomas, that's commodity Steffy will hope can change over time. Coming on Monday's B&B occasion, Thomas will pour his heart out to Hope Logan now that he's revealed the details of what went down with Emma. It's surprising that Thomas gave enough accurate interpretation of events and conceded some of the shadier effects that Hope didn't know about. Thomas came clean about erasing the GPS footage since it would made him look shamed, and he admitted he didn't call for help moreover. Still, Thomas argued that Emma couldn't have been saved after an accident like that. Although Thomas has regrets about who he was back also, he was clear about no way wanting Emma to face such a terrible outgrowth. Since Xander keeps acting like Thomas colluded to push Emma off the road and silence her, Thomas will stand his ground on that not being true. Of course, Thomas has put a lot of time and trouble into remedy, so he'll remind Hope of the changes she's seen in him. Can Hope entitlement Thomas' request and forgive him for withholding the redundant Emma word all this time? Will Hope be suitable to get past the stunning concession he just made and accept Thomas for who he's now? Hope may need some time to pound everything over and cut her romantic night with Thomas short as a result. It turns out Hope will open up to Brooke Logan about her dubieties in the coming occurrences, so Thomas' history will weigh on her. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say Thomas did the right thing by giving Hope updates on all that shocking news, but will it work out for him in the end? Thomas confesses all to Hope, what now? The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers reveal Thomas Forrester confessed everything to Hope Logan. He admitted that he cancelled the GPS and tagged behind Emma Barber on Mulholland Drive. What will she do next? Read on to learn further. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, Thomas Forrester confession shocks suckers. According to The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, Thomas isn't responsible for Emma's death. Still, he's not fully innocent. On the Friday, January 12th occasion, Thomas told Hope that he was in a dark place at the time. He meddled with the crash point by deleting the GPS data. Thomas also confessed that he chased Emma to her death. He wanted to stop her from getting to Hope and telling her what happened to baby Beth. Thomas made the shocking concession at Hope's cabin, where she was planning a special regale for him. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers on soap opera news suggest that effects will take a turn for the couple. Hope admits to her mama Brooke Logan that she still has enterprises about Thomas' history. This will give her mama security to break up the couple. The spoilers were posted on the SoapCentral.com communication boards. Utmost B&B suckers are disappointed about Hope's unforeseen change in Thomas' history. One addict wrote, "What does Hope suppose will be when she goes and tells Brooke, who hates Thomas with the passion of 1,000 suns, that kind of information?" B&B spoilers, will Hope Logan dump Thomas Forrester? According to The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, Hope could leave Thomas because of his history. Some suckers wonder what will be to him. Will Dark Thomas make a comeback? This question was brought up on the SoapCentral.com communication boards. The Stoner Zen Stella asked, "I am allowing Thomas will incontinently condemn and go after Finn for ruining his life. Finn more watch his reverse for what might be coming." B&B suckers responded to the thread. One stoner wrote, "Nothing will be. He may detest Finn, but that's Steffy's hubby and Hayes' father." Another stoner responded, "I agree. This is Thomas' redemption story. He'll not go dark again, indeed, if Hope dumps him." According to The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, Hope could survive in the end. Thomas wouldn't want to go to the dark side. Rather, he'll find a way to win Hope back. It could take some time, but they could come out stronger on the other end. What are your studies? Do you suppose Hope will leave Thomas? Both Steffy and Thomas are exacerbated with the allegations Xander Avant is bringing against him about running Emma off the road to her death. He happened to have a croaker appointment, and it was with John Finnegan, and saw his and Steffy's marriage print. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, Thomas heart-to-heart with Steffy, will he tell the truth about Emma? Xander incontinently started a campaign to retaliate Emma with Finn, and Finn has been advising Hope Logan about Thomas, and eventually he challenged Steffy to talk to Thomas. Finn told Steffy to ask Thomas point-blank about Emma's death and the substantiation that Xander claimed he had. Steffy viewed the whole request as beating a dead steed, but she eventually agreed to ask him. B&B spoilers, again? Xander claimed he'd all this substantiation against Thomas and the police had to have been bought off. The case was closed, saying Emma crashed because she was texting. A phone was set up in her hand and she was speeding down Mulholland Boulevard on a dark night and lost control. Xander claims Thomas chased her out of Forrester Creations and ran her off the road with his auto, taking Mulholland on purpose because of its dangerous angles. There was other substantiation as well. Pam Douglas had heard Thomas and Emma arguing, and Thomas hanging Emma, and the rest was history. Steffy explains why she needs Thomas to tell her for himself what happened the night Emma failed, and if he could have been in any way responsible for causing her wreck. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, Thursday, January 11th returns, Liam's discovery, Steffy's killer pressure. Thomas admits he was behind Emma on the road, but he was only trying to catch up to her and get her to stop to talk some further.